Hey guys, good to see you. It's our Wednesday, or you may be seeing this on another day because I think this is a topic I want to share first with my Sales Authenticity and Success Online Business Academy members, you, but most likely we'll repost, maybe send out to our list because I've been thinking about this a lot and I felt like it was a good day to share today with our membership group, but it's a valuable lesson for any day, especially in the times that we're in. And if you saw the subject, it's the blessing of cancellations. And I know in normal life, when my schedule is packed or was packed, and someone would cancel, it was like, oh my God, there's all these things I could have done. But I have come to learn over time, and especially these times where a lot of unexpected things are happening with people. You thought you had an appointment and the place is closed, or what else? Somebody's not feeling well, or they've got somebody else they need to take care of. Hi, Kurt. Waving back at you. If you set yourself up right, cancellations can actually be a blessing in your entrepreneurial life. And here's how I set myself up so that I can take advantage of that kind of time when it shows up. First of all, a cancellation, when you're looking at it from a Google Calendar perspective, it causes what we call an unoccupied space. So there was this hour that you were supposed to go to an appointment or coach someone or meet with someone, and all of a sudden with a cancellation, you've got an unoccupied space. Now, there is, lesson one. Let's think about the magic of unoccupied spaces. Life can be so full. We go from Zoom to Zoom to Zoom these days, right? Or in the Zoomiverse. And, unoccupied spaces, like if we are to look, what are some of the magical unoccupied spaces in our life? Birth. Like our wombs, women, that's an unoccupied space. And, when we conceive, then that space becomes occupied and a beautiful birth happens. So birth comes from unoccupied spaces, if you want to think about it stretch it out a little bit. So having an unoccupied space, the question is, what could you birth with that unoccupied space that maybe wasn't in the plan, which is why I'm calling it the magic of unoccupied spaces. So think about a cancellation as well. This unoccupied space just became available. Now, you'd have to set yourself up to be available and ready to use that space. And I wish I could remember where I learned this so I could credit. I always believe in crediting someone. I did not create this. It was over 20 years ago when I did a time management class. And they taught this really awesome way to organize yourself instead of the old to-do list. It's really, you have two different ways you think about things that need to get done or are your goals. Or one of them is called a now, and the other is called a not doing now. Okay? So if everything that was sort of in your things you're committed to doing at some point life was either in a now or a not doing now. So if it's a now, what now means is that it has a time associated. So you would find it in your calendar. So there is no list for nows. They exist in time in your calendar. They have a time, which means they have a now, because there is a moment, a now, that's coming to do those. Okay. And then there's the not doing now, and everything you're not doing now, meaning it's not yet in a time in your calendar, that goes on a list that maybe in days of old you called your to-do list. Hi, Sally. So if you really just think of life as there's things that are your nows and they're already booked somewhere in your calendar, doesn't matter if they're a month out or tomorrow, and then there's everything you're not doing now, and that goes on a list. So you have one list, it's your not doing now list and your calendar. Those are my two tools, right? And your not doing now list is, maybe what you used to call your to-do list, but then we layer on the practice here on our campus, which we call looking for your best next move. So if something in your now cancels, so it was in your calendar, it was in time, excuse me, I have to sneeze, but I don't want to stop the video. Now you saw my kitty sneeze. Oh, sneezing these days is brings up so much concern, but I'm not right within 6 feet of you. I'm on a video. You're safe. So, okay, let's break this down again. So if you are something in your now, in your time cancels. You have an unoccupied space. So then you look at your not doing now list, and then you apply the practice we call your best next move, and you pick the thing that would be the biggest difference of what you could do during that 15 minutes, hour, 2 hours, whatever the cancellation was, and you birth that during that time with that unoccupied space. You now create occupation there, you create magic there with the best next move, the thing that would move the needle the most for you when you review your whole not doing now list. And you'll be surprised. A lot of people think if they do a brain dump and they make that not doing now list, that it's going to be hundreds of things. But I think for most people, it's like 30 to 60 things on the high end. So that's the magic of cancellations. And since life has a lot of unexpected things happening now, and people are needing to cancel and rework schedules, in a different way than ever before, I just wanted to share some tools that I'm using so that when a cancellation comes, I can say, all right, there's some occupied space. What can I birth that I didn't, have in my calendar? Look at my not doing now list and pick my best next move. Again, I don't number my not doing now list. It's always just a list, and I look at it because on any given day, the number one may be a different thing. And the next time I look at it, the number one might be a different thing. And when you complete that thing, the thing you would have put as number two will probably be a different thing because you have new capacities after that thing is done. So I hope this makes sense. Maybe you could let me know in the comment your biggest takeaway from what I'm sharing, and if it allows you to enjoy cancellations and the opportunity of cancellations at a whole new level. And speaking of which, just for my online business academy members, whenever we have, I happen to be sending this to you on our 5th week of the month. It's a Wednesday, so we didn't have a call today, but normally we do from 12 to 1:30 Pacific. So that could be an unoccupied space, the 5th week of every month, where we would have had a call, but we don't. You can use that as an unoccupied space to move your your sales machine, your Love Your Life sales machine that you're building forward with that space. All right, that's just specifically for our members. All right, thanks everybody. Look forward to hearing from you. If you're getting in this email, feel free to reply. Let me know your biggest takeaway. If you're seeing this on social, would love to know how this is translating for you. Hi, Heather. All right, take care, you guys. Any questions before I go? I can see your chats here. Right hand drive car. Oh, I'm parked. I would not be doing this driving, but thank you for caring about me. I'm just waiting for kiddos, thinking about you guys, because normally I get to talk to you today. All right, going once, going twice. Thanks for the love. Bye, you guys.